Hey everybody, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new video for you. This is going to be your tarot reading for the week, so come on in, sit down, get comfy, and we'll get to the cards in a moment. Before I do, I would like to give you just a heads up that I am going to be working on a new project for March. So these videos usually tend to run a little bit long because I'm going through all the cards, but I've decided to do a project that caters to the zodiac signs and do a project that caters to the zodiac signs. So I haven't quite decided on the structure just yet, but I am planning on pulling from multiple decks. So those readings are going to be fairly long, so if you want to tune in for those, just be prepared for that. But aside from that, if you guys like what you see in the video, please go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have also included links to my social media and my website if you guys are interested in keeping in touch with me outside of YouTube. And if you want to book a reading with me, I have 4 slots available. So please consider booking me for a reading if you are interested. So I also do want to put a disclaimer on this reading that the deck I'm using, which is the Antique Anatomy Tarot by Claire Goodchild, this deck depicts images of medical and anatomical drawings. So if you're sensitive to that, it's okay. Go find another reading. Go find another video, please. I don't want to trigger you. But you know, if you're interested in seeing what comes out, stick around. So let's get into the reading. So the first card that I want to pull is the King of Elixirs. And you know what, it came out in reverse. So I'm seeing with this being in reverse that there is perhaps a tendency for you or someone you know to get easily overwhelmed by their emotions. Normally right side up, this would be talking about someone who is capable of tapping into their emotions and using them basically. However, here this energy is not good. It doesn't feel good, and you're overwhelmed by you or someone you know. Stay calm. Let's take a deep breath. Let's see how we can help you with this. So that is the King of Elixirs in reverse. So the second card I want to talk about with you guys is the Ten of Coins. Here, this is about abundance. This is about stability. This is about creating a happy life, happy home for yourself. So perhaps because this is coming out after the King of Elixirs in reverse, perhaps there's some emotions and some stress tied to creating that stability and that stability and that happy home life. So again, let's hold on to this. Let's see how we can help you out if this is resonating with you. Third card I'm going to pull is the King of Blades. This is right side up, or this isn't in reverse. So we're having to stand in defense of how we're going about things. And I know that sounds more like the Seven of Wands, but hear me out. The King of Blades is authoritative, and it is about protective. It's protective. His character has a lot of smarts because blades or swords, and it's blades in this deck, but swords are associated with air and intelligence. And Yeah, you or someone you know is standing in a place of authority, in a place of defense for this, because maybe they're experiencing some anxiety over creating this for themselves, and now they're trying to think of a way to help themselves out of their overwhelm, perhaps. Yes, things are growing, but it doesn't feel necessarily positive. It can be transformative. So let's hold on to that. Transforming, how are we going to take this overwhelm and this desire for stability? How are we going to create that? So let's see what else happens with that. So we have the 8 of Coins. Diligence, hard work, putting your mind to something and creating something that not only you're proud of, but it's required skill and, again, diligence to get yourself or get the work done. So, okay, so we have the King of Blades, and I know I talked about intelligence and authority here. This person, you or someone you know, is using their smarts and their brain power to create and to put in the hard work to create that abundance and stability that we are desiring. So that is number 4. I'm going to do one more. We also have the 9 of Rods. This is hard work. This is incredibly difficult work, maybe. And because I get there because the 9 of Rods is about perseverance and endurance. And being diligent and aware of the work you do might exhaust you very, very greatly. But this is standing in your power, using it in spite of the exhaustion and the tiredness and I don't want to do this. Maybe you're this close to burnout, but you keep going because you know that hard work, this 8 of Coins energy, is going to put you in, yes, it's going to put you in an exhausting place, but the goal is that stability we talked about with the 10 of Pentacles. Because you're already overwhelmed with, oh, crud, how am I going to do this? You're persevering. You're going to persevere. You're going to make a crack in that wall you might be hitting. And it's okay if it seems, if the progress seems so tiny. It's still progress, even if you don't really see how far you've come until you reach the end. So that is the 9 of Wands. 9 of Rods in this case. 9 of Wands, same thing. So there's 5 out already. Let me reshuffle and see what we can do to further this energy. Also, I'd like to thank everybody for coming into this reading. This reading is meant for you if you are resonating with it. I do intend most of my readings to be timeless readings, but again, with this project I'm going to be doing, it will be tailored to the zodiacs, so it might not resonate with you, but if you want to watch the whole project, and maybe you'll find something in that one that resonates with you as well. So, one more shuffle. Okay, we've got some spicy ones. So the cards have popped out. Okay, we have the Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands. There's fire energy here, and there is a lot of passion, and yeah, a lot of passion. I like the color symbolism here because you'll notice I'm wearing red. There's red flowers in here. Again, that's how I'm getting to the passion aspect. On the flip side, perhaps this energy is a lot, and it might be difficult to deal with because it is so fiery. But because we talked about the endurance, we talked about the diligence of the Eight of Coins and the endurance of the Nine of Rods, Nine of Wands. I think this fire energy is going to help you because it's going to put you in the path that you need to. Yeah, it'll put you on the right path. So yeah, Queen of Rods. I do also want to say about the Queen of Rods that I feel okay, kind of compelled to say that the queens are kind of the nurturers. Yes, they're an authority. Yes, they're going to dictate a little bit. Hopefully not too much. But they're nurturing and they do care and they want to see you succeed. So if that sounds like someone you know, cool, very good. But yeah, so that she's got your back, but you gotta be okay. Work with her a little bit because she might not be the easiest character to deal with. So that is the Queen of Rods. Okay, and we also had Judgment come out of the deck as well. This is newness, rebirth. Maybe you're being called out of a period of rest. And this is kind of cool because at least if we're talking about being scared and overwhelmed of energy, this is about this is about coming new and being reborn, being renewed in that energy and finding a new path when something hasn't worked out in the past. So to put it in context of the reading, we're scared, we're overwhelmed, we're not okay in dealing with things, but we figured out that, okay, we need to be diligent, we need to be diligent, we need to just keep chipping away at what we're doing, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen because we have this energy, we have this passion, and we have someone supporting us, even if it is just our spirit guides or our angels, and we're gonna see progress. Maybe this is the end of the road for that project, but it doesn't mean we haven't learned, and maybe we've incorporated those lessons into our daily lives. So that is card for Judgment. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, okay, 7. So we're going to do 3 more cards. 8th card I'm pulling is the Knight of Coins. So again, this person is very earthy, sensual, very much about creating that stability. So yeah, we're moving into that stability. We've gone through what we need to get through to here, and now we're moving into that stability that we desired at the beginning of the reading. Yeah, Knight of Coins, very cool. We're actually, I want to point out the flowers here. Things are growing, things are changing, things are moving along, and let's be grateful for that. I believe that's the 8th card. So, actually, no, I said 3, just kidding. All right. We also have Justice. So I'm going to say this is a balance of head and heart, answering for your behaviors in the past and knowing that actions have consequences. We're balancing, again with the red color symbolism, we're balancing passions. So what our mind wants, what our head wants, our logic versus our emotion. I feel like this would have been helpful for us in the beginning of the reading, but because we've been so in our feels, we've kind of forgotten that balance, and now the advice is stay sharp, do the work. Someone's got your back, you're supported, and you'll come back to that sense of balance so that you can create that abundance. So that is the card for justice. Okay, let's do another count here, guys. Sorry. 4, 6, 7, 8, okay, 9. So it's actually going to be an 11 card pull. Card on the top, we have the 5 of elixirs. So there's something we've had to move away from, unfortunately. There's something that we're not carrying with us anymore. In some more traditional depictions of this card, there's usually a character standing in the foreground of the picture and they've lost 3 cups, but they still have 2. So I feel like the implication is that you, especially if this card resonates with you right now, you still have things to deal with. You still have things that you can carry away with you while you move on. And it's okay. It's okay if you haven't recovered with everything intact. Because the phrase I always used to use with this card is that you've lost some but not all. And even in the deck, you see 3 of the 5 bottles are obscured. So we don't know what's behind these flowers. We don't know if this is exactly what we want. Don't numb yourselves, don't let your emotions be your poison, because we have cyanide and morphine. Deal with your feels, move on. More pertinent to the reading is that we still have things to work with, even if it isn't everything we thought we'd have at the end of this experience. So that is the 5 of elixirs. 2 of cups is slightly more positive, but we have 5 here. So this is a 5 of elixirs. Okay, and card on the bottom, the hidden energy that will help us is strength. Yes, absolutely yes. I'm here for this card right now. We got it. We got it. This is courage to stand in the face of opposition. This is something that we should be grateful for having. Even if you don't feel strong, feeling your emotions is strength. We're gonna keep going because we have it. We're able to use this to help ourselves. Able to use it to help ourselves. Let's leave it there. No other words needed. Strength. And the card on top is the 2 of coins. So yeah, we might be juggling a little bit right now. We might have a lot going on. But we are here. And, I always talk about having a lot of work to do to maintain my website, and that it's not. I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun doing the work for this. But I always, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of juggling and figuring out priorities. What do I do first? What do I do second? I'm grateful to have that need of juggling everything, because I wouldn't be able to put out the content that I do for you guys. So, yes, I'm resonating with this card right now because it is relevant, but perhaps you have something that you need to reassess and rethink a little bit, because this juggling energy might not be serving you as nicely as you might want it to. But you're still there. You're still, maybe you're having fun with it too. I don't know. I hope you're having fun with it. Please let that be the case. But yeah, that is the Two of Coins. And bonus points, since we're talking so much about stability, we're on our way to creating it. We have a journey to get there, but we're on our way to creating it. So that is the Two of Coins. And that is how I'm going to close this reading. So thank you if you've made it this far in. I appreciate you and I love you. Come on back next week for a new video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.